Tatsuya, an overworked 29-year-old worker, finds himself in a parallel world of business. He was just hiking when a magic circle suddenly appeared, summoning him along with a few others to the Kingdom of Iris. The ruler explains that every 100 years, monstrous threats appear to destroy the kingdom, and heroes from different worlds are summoned to fight them. These heroes receive a skill plate. Some get flashy titles like Herod Thunderbolt or Fist of the Gods. Tatsuya, being older than the rest, is mocked as Pops. I'd call him an ENC too. When asked about his skills, his plate only shows crop cultivation and some scrambled, unreadable text. Everyone bursts into laughter. Tatsuya tries to question the king about this weird plate, but he's completely brushed off. The group then heads into the Forest of No Return. Thanks to a magical charm, they navigate it safely despite the monsters lurking around. While discussing how they'll need to find heroic gear during training, Miyamoto says it's pointless to share resources with a useless farmer like Tatsuya. Miyamoto is definitely Gen Z. He convinces the others to ditch him. Mayu objects, calling it cruel, but Miyamoto threatens to abandon her too if she doesn't comply. Tatsuya wakes up to realize he's been left behind. All he has are his basic hiking supplies, like phone, bread, water, while the king's provisions were stolen by the others. Alone and stranded, he makes his way toward a cave, trying to figure out how to survive without a map. He starts a small fire to ward off bugs and walks to a nearby river, only to find murky water. With no way to boil or purify it, he waits for the dirt to settle at the bottom of his bottle, knowing it's all he's got. Tatsuya is shocked to find out that one of the garbled skills came to be the internet searching skill with infinite battery health. He is able to filter the dirty water through the phone. Hence, his water and shelter part is totally resolved. Now, he goes into the forest to hunt food, but finds a dead body instead with a dirty hoe. He investigates further and finds an abandoned home with no food reserves that might have belonged to a dead farmer. However, he does think the land can cultivate some crops, but he has no seeds. All of a sudden, his pockets are filled with bean sprouts, and so he unlocks another skill of seed creation. He uses his knowledge and gets started to cultivate, but in the process, unlocks another overpowered skill of farming tool proficiency and is able to use it seamlessly. Man, how many more is he about to unlock? He moves the wood around and puts in the word and unlocks a crop cultivation skill too. He then ponders that the sprouts are boring and he does need some sugar or carbs to survive. Specifically, carrots are a good source of both. And alas, he has a bunch of carrot seeds in his hands. He wishes to grow wheat and rice in the future as well, but is very happy about his progress till now. Tatsuya hears a monster that looks like a silver fang and wonders if the charm fell off. The monster attacks him, but he is able to combat it due to the farming tool proficiency skill. As he uses it, his heart feels very warm, and in no time, the monster is ruined. Tatsuya is starving, but the crops will take time to harvest, and even the curry can mask is about to finish. But he notices snakes and decides to eat them as they are edible and high in protein. In order to catch them, he cuts his hair as snakes are attracted to the sound as it replicates mating. Don't ask how he knows this cause even Google raised an eyebrow. He uses the internet to skin them and adds bean sprouts in the hot pot. He finds the taste bland, but adding spices makes it absolutely delicious. The next day, he decides to make a snake, sprout, and carrot hot pot, but is about to run out of salt and pepper. And without it, the food is bland. The food is ready and very delicious, as the vegetables taste more like sweet fruits and the bean sprouts are crisp. From a distance, somebody is watching him and wanting to taste his food. Tatsuya notices someone with little bunny ears glancing at his carrots. She makes it clear that she is one of the palm-top rabbits and is not here to steal his carrots. She explains that to become an adult, she needs to carry a treasure filled with carrots to her burrow. Tatsuya decides to help her and give her some carrots. She is surprised to find that the carrots are so delicious that they grow in the wild, so she takes them and leaves. Meanwhile, Tatsuya is not able to find any snakes and is worried about his next meal. Only if he met friends, he'd have plenty of snakes. As his protein levels are falling, he cannot survive on just carrots and bean sprouts. Suddenly, he hears some sound, and a bunch of palm-top rabbits appear with a huge boar. They make him a trade offer of a boar in return for some carrots, as they are natural hunters. Tatsuya finds it to be a fair deal and searches on the phone to cut the boar down. With the help of the rabbits, he cuts it and makes a boar steak. Tetsuya, alongside the palm top rabbits, makes repairs to the house. He asks them to get things ready for lunchtime. These rabbits are of immense use to him as they help him with repair, hunt down meat for him, and get him whatever he wants, which saves him time. They call human remains like mine and use their sharp teeth to make metal objects. They do this all in exchange for a carrot, and since the wheat and rice crops are going to take a month to harvest, he is stuck and needs some company. They are finally done with a repair and building a storage room within a day. Tetsuya decides to reward them with a housewarming party. He makes a boar and carrot chunk curry soup, and before he could take a bite, the rabbits slurp it all. The universe once again reminded Tetsuya that he's just a side character in a bunny mukbang. In the night, Tetsuya tries to thank one of the rabbits by rubbing her behind, but she finds it oddly satisfying and tells him to keep going. In the morning, he finds himself alone and starts looking for the rabbits, but finds them nowhere. He is sad to be alone again. He hears somebody at the door and finds a big-sized human rabbit. She introduces herself as Sonia, Queen of Rabbits, who thanks him for looking after her children. She adds that her children told her that she will be able to keep her carrot burrows in his space, and she will get along well with the owner. Tetsuya has run out of seasonings and salt and pepper. He was planning on a barbecue, as there are more of them now, but cannot now. He wants to make yakiniku sauce and wishes he could just order seasoning from Japan. While doing this, he unlocks a skill of interdimensional logistics, where the god of crop cultivation and abundance appears. Is this man God? He says that he wants to make Tetsuya a fine farmer and help him with his journey. Tetsuya is happier than ever to find he can order anything as he is handed a catalog. However, he is disappointed to find price tags on it. The god explains that there are fewer farmers, so he himself needs money above all. Tetsuya discovers that after all, even these gods are money hungry. He asks Sonia for money. She brings a bunch of coins. Tatsuya offers the coins in exchange for yakiniku sauce. Fair trade, I must say. He makes boar meat, bean sprouts, and carrots in yakiniku sauce. Everybody is blown away by the taste, and he himself finishes 3 bowls of it. After food, Sonia reveals to Tetsuya that rabbits get heated after a good meal, and she was informed by one of her children about the technique he used to thank her the other day. She wants him to do the same to him. He is flabbergasted at first, but gives in eventually. In the morning, Sonia and Tatsuya wake up to even more garlic and yams on the farm. As he is trying to work, a fox-like woman appears, leaving him shocked. She introduces herself as Arisa. She reveals she is intrigued by looking at a man like him and is on an adventure with her scent pouches that contain smells, monsters, despise, and spirit barriers that put up walls that monsters can't touch. Tetsuya asks more about her, and she tells him that she is a skinner who brings back armor to the guild of high-ranking adventurers. Arisa adds that she gives the money to the respected families and keeps 10% of it. Tetsuya instantly lights up as he comes to know that there is a town around 40 kilometers from here. However, Arisa asks him to not go there, as there are political tensions. She literally said, "Don't get excited for nothing, little guy." As they are speaking, Arisa sees a palm-top rabbit and gets scared. He asks about such a reaction, and she reveals that they are the most terrifying fighters. They created a full-blown war over their carrot being crushed by a king. They refuse to mediate or accept any other carrots out of the forest of no return, as they are yucky. Tetsuya explains to Arisa that in return for some carrots, he was able to keep palm-top rabbits as his pets and get a boar as well. She was even shocked to find out that he was able to grow carrots up to their standard. Arisa and Tetsuya find the teeth and hide of the boar and promise to come back in 4 days with some good money in exchange for this stuff. To MC's surprise, palm-top rabbits hunted down a huge death hawk for him. They get to butcher the hawk and get a great amount of fat from it. Arisa finally arrives with the money. He is flabbergasted to find out about the amount he receives and the exchange rate. He is basically a millionaire now with 6 million yen. Can somebody tell me the location of this land? Arisa also gave him 6 orichalcum pieces that are worth 100 gold. MC offers Arisa to stay for dinner, as he is making fried chicken, and to sleep in the storage room. MC prepared deep-fried death hawk with uncoated carrot for dinner, and everybody absolutely fell in love with the taste. Arisa can't help but commend the taste, as it is the best thing she has ever eaten. Plate after plate goes out for everyone, and MC is worried if anything will be left to eat for him. I am worried if anything will be left for me. He finally takes a bite from the hot stove and can't believe that the taste is so amazing even when it's so hot. Arisa wants to have dinner at his place every other day even. Suddenly, there's a knock on the door, and a half-dressed, distressed woman asks if there is anything for food. Maria introduces herself as a concubess exiled from the magic realm and has lost her powers. MC agrees to give her food and finds her very voluptuous as compared to Sonia. Maria, too, is blown away by the amazing food taste. She says that even the chefs of the magic realm can't make such rich-tasting meals. Suddenly, Maria starts transcending, destroying the roof, and her body emits radiance as carrot, garlic, and meat are a source of magical energy. Woman had a full-blown exorcism. Everyone around is shocked, and MC is worried as he had just refurbished the house. Nonetheless, Maria explains that even night activities are important for her mana recovery. She lures him in, and he says that he wants nothing more. The next day, both Sonia and Maria are fighting as to who will get to sleep with MC today. After much fighting, they make an offer for all three of them to sleep together, and MC agrees. As they are in the middle of exploring one another, he unlocks the Lord of the Night skill and starts overflowing with power. As a result, Sonia and Maria are pushed past their limits. On the other hand, Arisa arrives with some money, but Maria indicates to MC that she is ripping him off, as 750 gold pieces in return for 1,400 gold pieces worth of Death Hawk just doesn't seem right, leaving him wondering about Arisa's intentions. The Palm Top Rabbits have hunted a bird, and everyone is ready for the meet. MC, Maria, and Sonia head to the town themselves to know about the prices, as he has started doubting Arisa. All of a sudden, two big Deathhawks come to attack, but within 2 slaps, Sonia is able to kill them. 2 slaps and that's it? Must be ironed efficiently. MC decides to take those 2 in the guild too, as it must be 4,500 gold pieces. Then another monster strikes, but Maria is able to get rid of it with her sword. After that, they are met with a huge archdragon. MC tries to combat it with his hoe, but it's of no help. Maria and Sonia together attack and combat the huge dragon, and finally defeat it with their power. MC is shocked to find out about their strength. All 3 of them get excited for the meet, and he decides to sell the bones and fangs of the dragon. However, he doesn't know how to store and move it, and hence, he unlocks the skill of Storage Chest. Now, he is able to carry huge things, beings within a treasure, bringing them down to weigh only a ton. He can roam around with a dead body in that box. In his heart, Tausia thanks the King of Iris for the garbled, overpowered skills, and in no time he finds himself looking at a fully developed town with human civilization. MC, Maria, and Sonia do not like the food of the town, so they decide to go straight to the Adventurers Guild. The receptionist there is shocked to find out that somebody has killed 2 Deathhawks and a dragon. Everybody in the surroundings is also surprised and starts chattering about it. She offers her 14500 gold coins, but needs time to arrange the money for it. MC decides to stay for the night alongside Maria and Sonia. All of a sudden, news breaks out that an evil Cyclops, a triple S rank, has emerged in the forest of no return. Everyone gets alarmed and decides whether to inform the guildmaster or the king. MC inquires about it, and Sonia tells him that the monster is 50 meters tall. Book Talk girls must be going crazy over his height. Everybody gathers around Marcus, the king of adventurers, but he is hesitant to combat the Cyclops again, as he had companions back then. Maria happens to know him and offers to join him, as she wants to protect her land as well. She also drags Sonia with her, and Marcus decides to split the reward 3 ways. MC wonders what he has gotten himself into, as he had just come to double-check Arisa's prices. The evil Cyclops is destroying the forest left and right, but Sonia strikes him. Maria sends lasers at him, making the monster fall to the ground. Finally, Marcus slits his throat with his sword. Marcus stands on business. Maria and Sonia return to the hotel and meet MC. He is relieved to find out that they returned unharmed. They reveal that a new map may be in place after the combat, and that they are given 50,000 gold coins as a reward. All of a sudden, MC finds Marcus staring at him and gets intimidated. Maria reassures him, but Marcus pulls him to the side. He reveals that after getting abandoned by the magic realm, he raised Maria like his own. But it's now time to put some things to a test. Marcus gets MC to be alone with him and asks him to pull his weapon out. MC brings out his hoe. His hoe be come in handy every time. Marcus gets an eerie feeling as his sword instincts tell him that he will stand no chance against MC. Marcus entrusts Maria to MC and asks him to take care of her. He is confused, but decides to go to the chop shop to store the large dragon and get the payment from the guild. The butcher there notices MC admiring everything in the shop like a little kid. The butcher is curious to find out what's inside his storage bag and is surprised to find 3 Deathhawks and a dragon in it. Wait till he pulls out a whole dinosaur from there. They collect the payment and get back to the forest. On their way, Maria brings up the topic of dealing with Arisa for her dishonesty. However, MC wants to give her another chance at it and find out the reasons for doing what she did. Maria contests, but he reassures her that if she repeats ripping him off again, he promises to deal with her. When they get back home, MC starts preparing the dragon meat with seasoning of wasabi-infused soy sauce instead of yakiniku sauce, as it would dry up the meat's own flavor. According to him, this is the best meat ever, and everybody enjoys the flavorsome Archdragon shoulder sirloin steak. After dinner, Maria suggests the idea of having drinks. MC, Maria, and Sonia start enjoying dragon meat with red wine. The combination is too good for them to stop, so they keep on gulping. All of a sudden, Arisa arrives and wishes to join them and have dinner. Maria greets her and serves her dinner with wine. Sonia is confused, as Maria was trashing Arisa earlier, but she was nice suddenly. Maria, the perfect definition of two-faced. Sonia starts getting hot suddenly. Upon asking, she says that if a demigod eats dragon meat, it gets them extra hot. Maria and Arisa also start feeling flushed. Then, Maria embarrasses Arisa by stripping her armor down in front of everyone. MC is embarrassed, and so is Arisa, so she quickly turns her back to avoid being seen like that. He intervenes and tells Maria to stop. However, MC isn't opposed to the idea of exploring her after getting asked by her. He gives in. After that, Arisa never ripped him off and begged him to eat dragon meat every day. MC brings a wing-like costume for Maria, and she thanks him for it. Wheat, rice, and some fruits are also finally growing. MC reiterates how he is aided by everyone, like the palm-top rabbits help in hunting, Maria helps in cooking and cleaning, but Sonia is good for nothing. Sonia is living my dream life for real. Moreover, with the Adventurers Guild's help, he now has a few thousand gatherings as savings. MC decides to make katsu curry for dinner, and the excitement around the house is real. But just as everyone's getting into it, someone knocks on the door asking MC why he's hanging around with palm-top rabbits and a tamed Maria. Maria immediately bows and introduces the guest as Cornelia, a demon lord who has left behind the chaos of the demon realm. Though she appears as a girlish humanoid, her true form is that of the feared umbral worm. As they talk, Cornelia suddenly asks MC to arm himself. Without hesitation, he grabs his hoe. After a brief standoff, she changes her mind about fighting. Maria is stunned. It's rare for Cornelia to back off, and she admits she sees MC as her equal in strength. MC, however, is totally baffled. The same thing happened with Marcus, and he still doesn't get what's so special about his toy. Someone tell her he's just as clueless as the rest of us. Then Cornelia catches the smell of curry and lights up. She hasn't had any in ages. She digs in, loves it except for the carrots, which she avoids. Luckily, the palm-top rabbits happily clean up the leftovers for her. Cornelia leaves, insisting she be invited again for curry. Before going, she shows MC her massive forest mansion fitting for a demon lord. The next morning, Sonia wakes MC up in a panic. Something's destroyed her crops. Luckily, the carrots are safe. With the palm tops guarding the field, MC grabs his hoe and heads out, only to find giant, one-eyed monsters wrecking his farm. A mysterious woman steps forward and introduces herself as Ouroboros, Cornelia's associate. She accuses MC of using Cornelia's garden without permission and not paying taxes, and demands all valuables be confiscated. MC protests, saying Cornelia was just here yesterday and had no issue. Ouroboros laughs, mocking the idea that someone like Cornelia would befriend a human. She adds that Cornelia would only do that if someone could make perfect katsu curry, which, according to her, no human can. Somewhere, Gordon Ramsay sneezed, unaware his culinary reputation was at risk in another dimension. As Ouroboros gives the order to destroy the crops, Cornelia suddenly appears. Furious, she halts the destruction and demands to know why it happened, despite her letter explaining MC is a friend. Realizing her mistake, Ouroboros apologizes, but Cornelia is fuming and makes her apologize to MC directly. Ouroboros sincerely apologizes to MC, But Cornelia feels that's not enough. So she bows and apologizes herself. Everyone is stunned to see a demon lord lower herself like that. To everyone's greater shock, Cornelia then calls for her dragon rod. Ouroboros hesitates, reminding her of the significance, but Cornelia insists that he knows how to make katsu curry, so it's only fair. MC, still clueless, asks what the dragon rod even does. Maria explains that it creates a powerful protective barrier so strong, no monster, pest, or invader can harm his farm. Cornelia adds that this isn't just any barrier. It marks his land as one of her treasures, meaning nobody in their right mind would dare approach it. Maria also warns him that only one treasure barrier can exist per person or location, so Cornelia is giving up her own to protect his. MC is overwhelmed and deeply grateful. As for Ouroboros' punishment, Cornelia commands her to serve as MC's maid and attend to all his needs. MC, embarrassed, says that's not necessary, but Ouroboros goes along with it anyway and asks him to bring her curry. Later, he prepares a full curry pot for her, which she happily enjoys before leaving. Not long after, Ouroboros returns, this time in her maid uniform, gifted by Cornelia. MC compliments her, but she admits she's not exactly experienced. Where's this conversation going? She tells him she's not doing this out of obligation, but it's her choice. MC nods and says he'd love the help. And just like that, MC has another unexpected housemate. MC has now built himself a bathtub by hollowing out trees, as he was uncomfortable bathing in the river. He uses a stovetop bought through the catalog to warm the water and mixes cold water to make it the perfect temperature. He is all worn out, not just by the work, but because of girls living with him who keep him busy at nights. Man is suffering from success. Even his word of the night skill doesn't help him anymore. He suddenly notices two moons, one of them normal and the other one a red moon. He reminisces about how he has built a perfect life here. After his bath, Sonia rushes to take a bath, but he stops her to give her some supplies like shampoo. He is surprised as to how these products work and how beautiful she looks after using them. Sonia is over the moon with her silky smooth skin after using the products, since in the forest, people only use water to wash. MC explains to her that these are toiletries like shampoo, soap, and conditioner. This world really survives on bare minimum. She hugs to thank him, but MC loves the womanly scent she has. Maria notices this and wants to use the products too, but doesn't know how to. She gets going with it and finally figures out how to use them. She rubs her body with the soap and comes out looking more beautiful than ever. MC compliments her, and she is feeling something different. All of a sudden, Ouroboros politely asks to use the toiletries as well, but Maria gets defensive about her need to do so. Ouroboros has never seen something like a shampoo and plays around to see how to use it. In the process, she is surprised to see bubbles forming as she rubs her body. She comes out looking fresh, and MC calls her charming. All three girls come together and fish for compliments from MC. Why are they all acting like schoolgirls? He calls them all beautiful. Ouroboros says that she scented herself for him alone, while Maria says that her hair is the longest and most beautiful. All of them are all over him begging for his attention, and so, by the end of the night, he was fully covered by the aroma of shampoo. MC comes to find out from Maria that Arissa's mother was sick, and that's why she was ripping him off to save up for her treatment. He says he would have helped her if he knew, and thinks that she is a good girl, as she isn't even keeping enough commission lately. MC is surprised to find out that the Palm Top Rabbits and Sonia have built up a carrot tower. He insists on selling these for a steady income as suggested by Ouroboros, but she denies. Upon insisting, she only agrees to sell the leftovers. Capitalism really said, not today. MC asks Ouroboros if she can work something out with Cornelia to help him sell his carrots in the magic realm. She agrees, but warns him, any goods brought from the human world come with heavy tariffs, and skipping them could get you killed. Just then, Arissa shows up. MC brushes her off, saying he has nothing to sell, but she says she overheard everything, and if he's serious about selling carrots, she wants in. She reminds him that his seed creation skills make vegetables unusually sweet and high quality, and it's a waste not to use that. But to move those goods safely, she says he'll need adventurers as guards, since transporting them is risky. Maria then suggests selling to elves as they're vegetarian, and his produce would be a perfect fit. Arisa likes the idea and proposes to negotiate with them, as she is the only ordinary one among them all. They finally reach the town of elves when suddenly somebody screams that they are under attack, and MC comes to find out it was actually palm top rabbits that were stealing carrots. MC is taken aback to see such a bloodthirsty sight of the palm top rabbits, as they have always been nice to him. In no time, they are attacked by a magic right attack by the elves. MC uses his hoe to combat the elves, and is confused because his body is moving on its own. He is feeling powerful forever. Arisa is also fighting, which shocks him, but since she has been in the forest as a skinner, she is bound to know how to fight. Main character energy unlocked. Everybody's jaw dropped when they saw MC fighting fearlessly and defeating them. Maria is concerned because they can't move anymore as the elves cast spell 18 on them. MC tells them to not worry and makes away using his farming proficiency tool. This shocks everyone, and palm top rabbits hail him as a god, as it was a powerful spell nobody could break. Suddenly, the elf queen appears and seems to show no mercy in fighting against them. MC is confused and asks Sonia about their hostility, as they never came to fight. She reveals that once she took all their carrots, as elves are vegetarians too. Palm top rabbits remember their hostility and vow to show them no mercy and are ready to take them down. MC makes fun of their changing accents and how the elves and rabbits are obsessed with carrots alone. Maria snubs him and tells him how the elves are no fools, as their food stories are a part of their family survival. The elf queen comes head-on with MC and asks about his intent. She confesses that she sees his power on par with Cornelia's, but since she is a warrior herself, she will put up a fight with them anyway. MC tries to explain to her that he is not there for war, but she dismisses him, saying that his hoe is sent to plow her head. She definitely studied literature in school. This ignites him, and he goes in for a war with her. The queen shoots 4 arrows in one shot against him, but he tells her to not underestimate her. MC defends himself using his hoe, but he is met with the strongest defense ritual that even a demon lord can't escape. Plot armor really said, "I got you, bestie." MC knows that it's bad news, but he is more determined than ever and unlocks a level 10 farming skill. He pulls an impossible move, leaving her flabbergasted. The elf queen realizes that she stands no chance against him and accepts defeat. However, instead of killing her, MC explains to her that he came with an intent of friendship, but she does not buy it. She says that she wants to end with dignity and doesn't want to get exploited by them. Everybody is celebrating the victory. Surprisingly, the elf queen is happy to lose even after eating MC's carrot. She is chugging down beer with cherry tomatoes and carrots. MC is shocked to see how obsessed they are with vegetables. Now it makes sense to MC about the rivalry between the elves and palm top rabbits, as he realizes that elves cannot transport fresh vegetables due to the distance. He also comes to know about their inability to secure a steady supply of food. The elf queen and MC discuss how Maria says that he is the only one with farming skills. MC insists the queen try mayonnaise. She inspects the gloppy white texture of it but takes a bite anyway. She is blown away by the amazing taste it had. MC is confused by the reaction, but offers her more. A lot of time passes, and everybody is in a food coma, but the queen and MC are still together. Carrots must be traumatized. She persuades him to stay the night, and reveals that Maria, Sonia, and Arisa told her how tough he is in other aspects too. MC is embarrassed that the girls told the queen about certain aspects of. He comes to the conclusion that the elves deliberately waited for everybody to pass out so that they could shoot their shot. Isn't this illegal? Elves gather around him and reveal that they continue their lineage with the seed of other races who they think are worthy of it. MC is hesitant at first, but eventually says that he would like nothing more. A lot happened that night, and the only way he survived was the Lord of the Night skill. Even though they were more in number and strength, he still rose to the top. Anyway, he is back and is now bathing. In solitude, he realizes how perfect his life is here as compared to the one he had in Japan. As he is reminiscing, 5 beauties, Sonia, Maria, Arisa, Ouroboros, and the Elf Queen, comes in her birthday suit, as they also wanted to bathe with him. MC is living every man's dream. All 5 of them get in the tub, and he is struggling to control himself, but his screams fade in the darkness of the night. Since a lot of people jumped in and were pretty rough with it, the bath broke. Arisa and MC discuss constructing a fully built house, considering the number of people living with him has increased. Arisa reminds him that he would need people from the village to build and adventurers to guard his house. Moreover, he would also need as much as 4,000 gold to carry this out with 30 workers. He is shocked to hear the cost, but still wishes to figure something out. The Elf Queen overhears and offers to lend her 10 elves to help him and pay them whatever is fair. Arisa says that elves are only skilled in carpentry, and a 10-village house will be nice for an overnight stay, but won't work out in the long run. In that case, the queen offers to ask for help from the dwarves. Who thought dwarves will be of so much help? They reach the dwarf village and meet Dwarf Chief Rudolph and insist on his help. He reveals that since they are about to go to war with the neighboring states, it is difficult for him to send equipment or workers. The Elf Queen suddenly remembers about his granddaughter, who has knowledge of basic construction. Rudolph is hesitant, but the granddaughter appears and is ready to take on the project with his permission. Chief Rudolph rejects Katya's request to go with the Elf Queen, saying that she is still just an apprentice. Upon insistence, he reveals that in order to graduate, one must procure a special ore and use it to forge a weapon. However, he can't send her right now, as guards are needed to go to the dungeon. But they are busy preparing for the war. The queen affirms him by staying back with Chief Rudolph and sending others as her guards to get the job done. The queen took the easy way out, and I don't blame her. MC, along with Katya, Maria, Sonia, and the Palm Top rabbits, heads to the cavern mines. The rabbits guide the way using their night vision, but Katya freezes upon seeing them. MC calms her and asks about the adamantite monsters. She explains they trade metal objects for the ore, which absorbs the metal's energy as nutrients. During a break, MC serves Katya curry, and she's blown away. She's never tasted anything that good. That night, as they settle down, Maria and Sonia ask MC for their usual night routine. Katya hears them but pretends to sleep. The next morning, she demands the same treatment, claiming she was up all night and, as a dwarf, has no one else. MC refuses, but she throws a tantrum, just as a monster begins approaching the cave. The Palm Top rabbits fiercely protect MC, killing a lurking monster and even a strange boar. Impressed, MC tells them to stand down and move on. They finally reach the Adamantite King, who refuses to give Katya any more ore. Though she reminds him of their contract, he explains that giving more would kill him. Humans have been stealing his adamantite for alchemical experiments. MC promises to retrieve the stolen ore. The king agrees, but warns him that the thieves are led by a hero from another world. It clicks that it might be Miyamoto. MC heads to the cave's depths, only to find slaves suffering in horrific conditions. Surprisingly enough, he finds Miyamoto there, who himself confesses to stealing adamantite for the underground guild. Man folded under zero pressure. He reveals that he left the training as it was too much hard work. As soon as he became a B rank, an underground guild is a guild for criminals, and he covers for this old guy while he gets his ore for alchemy research. In arrogance, he calls one of the slaves and kicks him in the stomach. The poor slave falls to the ground, but Miyamoto laughs at him. He talks egoistically about how money and power are important, and that everybody bows down in front of him. He loves exploiting people, and MC can't comprehend how low he is. He comes to the conclusion that he is not even a human. Miyamoto suddenly notices Ouroboros and inquires about her from MC. He makes an offer to Ouroboros to leave MC and come with him, as he is old and just a farmer. She asks MC for permission to kill him, but he tells her to relax. In the midst, Sonia appears with a large boar in the storage box. Miyamoto shifts his attention to her, as he has never seen such a cute girl before. He makes an offer to her too, and promises to give her money and fame if she comes with him. She says she is about to puke and kicks him into the wall. The worst she could say was no. As he is buried in the wall, Ouroboros goes to take out her anger as well. She vows to kill him, as he can't take her master's mockery. Miyamoto is begging for his life. She is threatening him with his life when MC and Sonia intervene to tell her to calm down. Upon an instance, she leaves him and he crawls to his bag, vowing to get his revenge. He suddenly steps on a carrot. This is the last straw for Sonia, and she begins to gather the Palm Top rabbits and instructs them to turn him into dust. MC covers Katya's eyes as they kill him. The palm-top rabbits are stabbing Miyamoto left and right, while MC finds it gross, and Sonia is enjoying everything. When Miyamoto is dead, he puts aside a potion for him and wishes him luck. They get a hold of the Underworld Guild guy researcher too, and MC plans to hand him over to the guild. Katie finally recovers the adamantite. Katie finally gets to build their new house. Everybody is daydreaming about their new rooms and is very grateful that MC is building them separate rooms. MC plans to make a separate kitchen, a water well, and separate bathrooms as well. For now, they would have to get things done outside. He also wishes to build a few multi-purpose work sheds, but that would take a while. Sonia wants the common room bed to be extra sturdy as she bounces around. All of a sudden, MC is surprised to find out that the girls are expecting everybody to sleep in the same bed even after they get separate rooms. These girls are too freaky. After a long day, MC makes a hearty mixed stew to suit everyone's mood. The group gathers for dinner, and as always, the food is a hit. He reveals the meat is from the boar they caught surprisingly rich, with a sweet and sour flavor. The rabbits even whip up a delicious rice soup afterward. As Ouroboros clears the table, Cornelia shows up unannounced. Disappointed there's no curry, she eats anyway. That night, the girls and elves exhaust MC, leaving him drained by morning. On the farm, Katya greets him with rice balls and teases him. She had heard the noises from his room and brings up her feelings for him again. MC doesn't stay even for a second, as he doesn't want to indulge with her like that, and runs away. I mean, as he should. Everybody is drinking until they are all passed out. MC thinks to himself that he needs a brewery built, as he will go broke if he keeps spending on it. He comes into his room and is relieved that he will finally get a night to himself. To his surprise, Katya is already in his bed, fully exposed. He tells her to leave, but she starts getting emotional. She asks if she is not permitted to be loved and be interested in him. He explains that she is not a woman. What in the madness is this? Hearing this, Katya starts changing her appearance as she gets fuller with magic. MC thinks that her body is looking like the Elf Queen. He explains to her that her body is not the problem, but her age is. She reveals that she is 112 years old, which blows him away. He finally gives in to her advances, and they have an eventful night to themselves. After that, Katya started calling MC Oni-chan. Katya shows MC the new room she made. MC compliments it and pats her head. Katya reiterates that she has to get on building rooms. A big bath, a kitchen, a chop shop, a brewery, a water well, etc. She mentions making a furnace too, but for that she needs metal. She mentions bringing some alone, but wants to go to the village for once to bring them all together for the future. She mentions that she will be living here with them, which leaves MC surprised. She insists on it, saying that he is her husband and confesses her love for him. Talk about forcing relationships. With another roommate added, MC now has Maria, Sonia, the elves, Arisa, and Katya to look after. It's exhausting, but he wouldn't have it any other way. While watching Maria work on the farm, he compliments her and mentions his plan to sell vineyard alcohol to recoup brewery costs. Maria praises his produce, but he credits his seed creation skill. He plans to make a light wine for Katya and hopes to find something Cornelia can pair with curry. Back home, Sonia greets him, and he wonders where the palm-top rabbits have gone. Sonia reveals that Maria told her about the money crisis, so they wanted to help. The palm-top rabbits went out for hunting because more prey meant more money. MC gets emotional, but also reminds Sonia to put in some work. She gets angry as he didn't give her head pats, but eventually gets them. Arisa arrives and hands in some chop shop tools. She mentions how helpful she is outside the battlefield. She adds that she avoids fighting, and yet nobody knows what she is capable of. MC thinks to himself about how he knows things about Arisa that she has told nobody, and feels good about it. She asks MC if he is free in the evening. After much thinking, he tells her that he is free. Man tried his best to avoid going out with her. Arisa tells him that she wants to take him out on a date and make up for her act of ripping her off. He is hesitant to go alone, but nobody else is free, so he is bound to go out with her alone. They go into the town and shop for dresses, tools, fruits, etc. She introduces him to a moralist fruit, but MC doesn't understand its taste quite well. He thinks to himself that he should grow melons and watermelons and even earn a fortune out of them. They sit down at a bench, and Arisa tells her that the girls aren't with him for looks, but for his good heart. She explains that if it were somebody else, they would be mutilated for ripping them off, but he didn't do any of that. Arisa says that she loves how he caters to everybody's needs, and that even the house building is worked around everyone's liking. Even though he can do whatever he wants, and he is a little different from other beings in this world, he still has a good heart. MC doesn't disagree, but also asks about her intent. She flinched, but said that she would want him by herself tonight and stay at a hotel. As if she doesn't get him every night? He agrees, and he spends the night away only with Arisa. The next day, they reach home but find nobody inside. He calls for everyone, but only Katya appears. Arisa suddenly leaves with zero explanation, and Katya refuses to tell everyone's whereabouts. MC gets mad and goes to sleep. When he wakes up, it's dark already, and one of the rabbits tells him to go to the winery. He goes there thinking it's just going to be skeletons, as it's not fully built, but is instead surprised by everyone. Everyone had planned a birthday surprise for him. Maria made a teriyaki dish while the rabbits made a carrot cake. Moreover, they tell him how they will party tonight. This gets him truly emotional, and the girls decide to only cover themselves with ribbon as a gift. As they are celebrating, somebody is struggling for their life outside. MC and the team are met with a letter from Cornelia, requesting him to practice hunting with moderation. Maria says that as palm-top rabbits hunt down most of the high-level beasts, and Cornelia's main source of income is selling those beasts, she still hasn't completely put a ban on hunting, but rather requested to reduce it. MC thinks that this will have an effect on their income as well, since cutting down hunting means less stuff to sell and also less meat for food. As a result, MC has decided to send an expedition of rabbits, and Sonia, headed by Maria, to go to the dangerous dungeon. They might find treasures there, but it is very dangerous to get out of. Maria is scared that she won't return alive and takes a promise from MC to get preferential treatment after her death. She really said, "Put me in the will before I go." MC reiterates that he is able to sell wine now, but it will take a full day to transport it, as told by the elves, and he can't do it on his own. Even an animal is hard to find, so he needs to carry out a group meeting. MC is bathing when the palm-top rabbits inform him of an intruder. To their surprise, there is a mysterious body seemingly dead. MC recognizes the wounded girl to be Mayu. He remembers her to be the only one who didn't ridicule or abandon him at the start of the journey. He immediately instructs Ouroboros to treat her and take good care of her. She lays her down and starts taking her clothes off. MC gets awkward and tells her to stop, but she explains that a bath would revitalize her, as she is struggling to even open her eyes. Besides, she will be able to see the cuts and wounds as the clothes are filled with blood and dirt. MC was one awkward eye contact away from uninstalling reality. Ouroboros gets swayed and says that she wants messy and oozing grapes, as her cuts aren't oozy enough. MC reprimands her and she apologizes. He takes a peek at Mayu's body and questions what exactly might happen to her. He is curious to find out about her story. In the midst of it all, the Expedite team appears all heavily bruised and miserable. However, Sonia is in her light mood and announces the sword she found. Alongside the sword, they came with a lot of other valuable things. MC commends them, but Maria tells them to not remind her of the horrors of the cave. MC promises that Ouroboros and he will join them next time in the adventure. He takes the things to the abundance god and throws in smoke stuff. As a result, he gets about 10,000. However, he is unsure as to what to do with the remaining things, like the crown, etc. He thinks Arisa might be of help, but carrying these things around will garner attention. Within no time, Sonia throws those things in the abundance pool without asking anybody. Everyone panics, but to their surprise, they get a hefty fortune. MC worries if this has an effect on the economy, as the black hole pool just sucks anything in. Now he is wondering about the sword and thinks about not selling it off, but Sonia throws that in too. Somebody needs to tie this woman up. MC quickly goes to save it, but the abundance god doesn't let go either. He challenges him and vows to not let go of something this rare. MC eventually gives in and gets up to 1 million just because of the sword. Maria gets super excited, but Ouroboros tells her to calm down and inquires if the gold coins can be converted, but gets told no. He says that this is enough for this lifetime, and now they can finally buy it. Everyone's curious about MC's big purchase, only to be stunned when a mini truck rolls in. MC introduces it, and the god of abundance explains it runs on solar energy, warning against using gas. He also promises free repairs, surprising MC with his helpfulness. MC admits they're broke again, but the truck will help transport goods like wine to town for profit. He begins training everyone to drive. Surprisingly, Ouroboros is the calm driver, while Maria has road rage. Katya shows off her metal shaping skills behind the wheel. Cornelia arrives, unfazed by the truck as she's been to Japan and seen much more. They all prep curry for lunch. Meanwhile, Miyamoto, recovering from his near-death experience, returns to the Forest of No Return, vowing revenge on MC. Somebody tell Miyamoto that he's not him. Miyamoto gets hit by the mini-truck being driven by Maria. Although he would have been dead if it were in Japan, Maria apologizes, saying she had just begun driving. On the other hand, MC is having a hard time finding somebody to do math for him. He is trying to teach Ouroboros some arithmetic, but she takes the conversation very suggestively. He comes to the conclusion that she is a lost cause. He is surprised that Ouroboros, having an elite education, and Cornelia, being a demon lord, can only do basic 3-digit math. Wait till he finds out about my math skills. Even Arisa, being a merchant, can't do much arithmetic, and Sonia still counts on her fingers. MC is concerned as their vegetable stock and earnings don't add up. All of a sudden, Mahi wakes up, but she can't make sense of her surroundings. She is shocked to find out such amazing powers, like Sonia, Maria, elves, Katya, etc., are living under the same roof despite being so powerful and hostile towards one another. Nonetheless, MC goes to prepare something to eat for dinner. Mayu demands ginger pork, but immediately takes it back, saying she said it without thinking, but remembers that he has farming skills. He makes her ginger pork and porridge, but as she eats, she starts crying uncontrollably, leaving everyone confused and concerned. Mayu was crying tears of joy as she hadn't eaten anything this tasty in a long time. After food, she apologizes for abandoning him, and MC accepts it. Upon asking about her previous condition, she reveals that she was suited to the sage archetype and the training was brutal. It was heavy physical training, including violent punishments, constant monitoring, etc., with no ethics involved. She basically trained in hell. And the escape of Miyamoto and group resulted in increased surveillance and brutality. To make matters worse, she says that she was unable to kill monsters, and she was constantly punished for that. Mayu adds that she thinks about monsters' families too, and was unable to kill, which resulted in her fellows being punished alongside her. She mentions that one time she was on a mission, but she was thrown into the very bottom of raving. To her luck, the villagers helped her, and she was living a peaceful life until the bandits attacked. She was severely injured and fled, but found herself in his house. After telling her story, she vows to do something for the villagers who helped her, but MC stops her, saying that he isn't getting a good vibe. He unlocks another skill of premonition and insists she stay the night. Mayu decides to stay the night. MC and Mayu prepare breakfast for everybody. They are making curry, but she is confused as to why he is making such heavy food in the morning. He agrees with her opinion and is glad that finally a sane human is speaking to him. Nonetheless, Cornelia appears after smelling the curry smell, and Maria and Ouroboros bow down to greet him. MC introduces her as the demon lord to Mayu, and she is so shocked that she passes out. Upon gaining consciousness, she is sitting with Cornelia. MC tells Mayu's story to Cornelia, and she is willing to take down the bandits with her. Maria, Katya, and the elves stay back to take care of the house, and the rest set out to combat the bandits. In the meantime, the bandits hiding are in the village with everything they have looted. They are partying and celebrating defeating Mayu and others. Villains really out here speedrunning their downfall. They are planning on killing everyone and being the ultimate kings, but the leader snubs them. He says that they shall keep everyone alive and keep cuts from their crops to earn as much as possible. As they speak, MC, Cornelia, and Mayu are there to attack them. Cornelia launches an attack on the bandits. They stand no chance against the huge dragons set out by Cornelia. One by one, they kneel to Cornelia's massive attacks. Mayu is shocked to see such destruction and also feels bad seeing the agony the bandits are in. Arisa takes the sword of one of them, hoping to sell it off. The leader of the bandits gets out of hiding and is surprised to see the destruction of every bandit. Cornelia and MC decide to hand him over to the guild. However, he decides to take the fight head-on as he is a master swordsman. He says that he will face it like a fighter with the sword he takes pride in and not back down. Cornelia wants to send somebody up to his caliber and the strongest of them all, so she nominates MC. Mayu doubts he can defeat him, but Sonia reassures her of his strength and technique. MC takes on the challenge, and within one attack of his shovel, the bandit leader falls to his knees. Mayu is surprised, as she had never seen MC like this. The villagers are celebrating the victory, and they thank Cornelia, MC, and the team. Mayu was about to stay, but the old man from the village told her that she should go with MC as he knows that she loves him. She agrees, as she has never felt this way for a guy since she is really shy. MC welcomes her, as they still have plenty of space in the house. They were given 200 gold as a reward from the village, and the treasure stolen by the bandits must also be around 9,000. Arisa and MC discuss spending the money on booze. They really have nothing better to spend it on. MC is amazed by Mayu's math skills. She reveals she studied business and can do complex calculations without a calculator. Impressed, he appoints her as the accountant, and their record-keeping improves instantly. Later, while everyone celebrates, MC heads to his room only to find Mayu already there. She confesses her feelings, but he initially refuses, thinking she's underage. She clarifies she's actually 20, having attended magic school. MC gives in, and she becomes the newest member of the household. With Mayu handling the accounts, everything is sorted for MC. He is living the ideal life as a farmer, while everything else is being taken care of by the girls. Cornelia comes to take MC with her. Although he doesn't know where they are going, she orders everybody else to stay back. Maria is concerned for Succubus Island, as the devil-binding seal will be undone soon. MC asks about the danger and is told by Cornelia that if they lose this time, the world will come to an end. Okay, that sounds serious. They arrive at the island to defeat the devil, which had been sealed there by 12 demon lords. Cornelia explains the seal leaks dark nights, and the devil could escape if left unchecked. With only her left to guard it since the Succubus Island was raided, they manage to defeat the devil. Before leaving, MC stays behind to deliver Maria's gift to her mother. At the village, he's horrified by the famine and suffering. Watching from afar, he's shocked to recognize the culprits, Muraoka and Sakagami, his former adventurer companions. MC hides and tries to overhear Muraoka and Sakagami's conversation. Sakagami reveals that she has some overpowered skills, and keeping succubus castaways in check helped her survive long enough after escaping the training. She adds that since the remnants of the Dark Knight are dealt with by the demon lords, they are a bigger threat to them. Muraoka asks about her dealing with the succubi, so she reveals that she bought out the island's supply lines through her skills to survive here. Both of them are laughing ignorantly about their wealth and power. Muraoka tries to touch one of the succubi but is snubbed by Sakagami. She warned him of their power, so he stops and gets a view only. They also discuss how she used to get 500k pocket money from her father's sweatshop called Sakagami Cozy Industries. MC is shocked to find out, as he used to work there. Wow, now that's a plot twist! Muraoka warns the succubi to get a hold of the Devil's Black Rose as soon as possible. Sophia watches MC from a distance and warns him to not hurt the succubus. She falls to the ground, and everybody starts blaming MC. They vow to kill him, but explain his position. Sophia explains that they get powerless without absorbing carnal energy and can only alternate eating garlic. He understands why Maria gets so powerful after eating garlic. After finding out about MC's strength, Sophia starts begging him to help them out. He is glad to help, but still, going rounds with 100 girls will be too much for his body. Upon insistence, he says that he would love nothing more and activates his Lord of the Night skill. He gets done treasure hunting with about 100 girls in the span of 3 days and is very tired. Bro didn't need a sword, he needed electrolytes. As he is showering, MC is confident that Muraoka and Sakagami will stand no chance against these 100 succubi now. To his surprise, there are about 1,000 more girls ready to let him have them. He blatantly refuses, as this won't be humanly possible, but Sophia gets very persistent. He unlocks a level 10 Sense of Danger skill and gets magnificent power. Survival instinct? Check. The power unleashes the Lord of the Night, Mark 0, and he is ready to take on the 1,000 Girls Challenge. As he is in the act with these girls, he thinks of himself as the peerless lord of the night, who won't falter with these girls and give them what they want. Mayu asks the girls if they are okay with MC's shenanigans, and the phrase, "I would want nothing more," and everybody seems to be okay with it. Upon being asked the same question, she says that she doesn't have a choice now that she loves him. She says that a person of his caliber has strengths for 1,000 girls, and more. MC, on the other hand, is very tired after taking 1,000 girls, but they all have regained their energy. Sophia leads the girls, and they finally come face to face with Muraoka and Sakagami. Muraoka orders her to get him the Black Devil Rose, but she refuses and launches an attack on him. He is defeated by the succubus within no time. Sakagami starts running but is confident that he will survive, as he has a golem that he made from the devil's remnants. Succubi backs off as they don't know how to defend against it. MC was watching everything from a distance and decided that since the succubi are helpless, he should step in. Sakagami is celebrating his win already, but MC appears with his hoe. MC attacks Sakagami with his hoe, and he stands no chance against him. They are shocked to see MC defeating them, as they thought of him as a nobody. However, Sakagami starts holding on to Sophia, as he knows that she must not have gotten her power back. He threatens to add more mana inside of her and finish her in case MC doesn't back off. Now that's a threat. MC stands blank as he can't save her. Within no time, his mini truck appears, barging out of the woods, and to his surprise, Maria was driving in. The girls came to see him as they were missing him, and they came at the right time. Muraoka and Sakagami are blown apart by the mini truck. Let's call it Truck-kun Jr. Sophia recognizes Ouroboros as Cornelia's attendant, and is impressed even more with MC as she is obeying him. After the battle, the succubus island turns into a beachside barbecue party. The girls relax by the sea, enjoying carrot drinks served by the palm-top rabbits. Maria quietly tells MC that Muraoka and Sakagami have been dealt with permanently. When the succubi mention they can't eat garlic, he quickly prepares an alternative dish for them. MC cooks oyster and devil board for the succubus. They enjoy the taste of it a lot, as they never knew they could cook shellfish. Everybody is enjoying and talking during the celebration. MC thinks that logically now, everybody will pass out after drinking, and he will find a new character in his bed, but no new character is left. This man needs a break! He gets to his bed and finds Sophia there. She starts begging him to treat her the same as he treated other girls in bed. He is absolutely disgusted and tells her that he is not willing to do that since she is Maria's mother. She uses her skills to change her appearance to look a little younger and refuses to disclose her age. As they are talking, Maria appears and snubs her mother, saying that she was longing for MC more than anybody. They both fight but make an offer to MC to go deep sea diving with the both of them. He refuses, saying that it's morally incorrect, but they talk him out of it. He says that he would like nothing more. MC decided to make miso and was fully supported by Cornelia, as she apparently loves the dish. She had all her followers research for it, and in return, he gave her the soybeans. They used to split profits in a 70-30 share. He even made sake, but didn't keep it for private consumption only, as everybody loves it. Everything else is sorted, as Arisa helps with selling stuff, Maria helps in transportation since she loves driving, Cornelia handles crops, and her Cyclops help carry heavy stuff around at the farm. Moreover, Katya even made Mayu an abacus, which left her ecstatic. But Sonia is still good for nothing. I love her life, man. All of a sudden sound is heard on the farm. Upon checking, there are huge ball-like ships that landed in his farm, and from inside it, two kid-like people came outside. They introduced themselves as the servants of Kronos, the master of space-time, and handed him a card of the Bureau of Excellence. MC asks Ouroboros about them, but she isn't acquainted with them, but says that Cornelia is old friends with Kronos. The servants of Kronos reveal that their master is skeptical of humans, especially Japanese, and he has detected a newly awakened deity. MC is confused, and if it has anything to do with farming skills, as he doubted, it must be because of the god of abundance. Even Mayu has no idea about what might have caused this. They rebuke his doubts and reveal that it has something to do with the god of lust. I think they are at the right place. They say that they wish to exterminate whoever it is, and ask MC to give them any information they might have of him. As they are about to leave, Lulu starts sniffing around MC and says that he stinks of lust. She says that he cannot hide it anymore, but he gets defensive and blushes while denying her claims. Mayu tells her that it makes the situation worse. To defend himself, he says that Cornelia is the one who let him live here, but they don't buy it. They start making fun of him, laugh at him, and call him a loser. Where's the lie thought? MC introduces Ouroboros as Cornelia's assistant, but they deny ever seeing her. So much so he tries to prove his association with Cornelia by telling them about the barrier, but Ouroboros reveals that he might have to get it renewed as it has expired. The servants decide to put him through a test. The first test MC is put through is Othello. MC is nervous, as he has not played this game in a long time. On the other hand, Lulu is pretty confident that she will win. She starts to mock him by calling him an old man and asks if he wants to go with the color white or black. He seems to have forgotten about the color roles and is laughed at again. He decides to choose black. After a long game, surprisingly, Lulu loses. Not one, not two, but she loses 3 games back to back. She is crying uncontrollably, but even MC is shocked to win, as she was being so cocky earlier. Lulu's brother starts threatening him, saying that he will avenge his sister's tears. My brother said it's AI. MC is feeling a different sensation, one like never before. A shockwave goes down his spine, and he feels liberated with a sense of tranquility. He is glad that he taught these kids a lesson. All of a sudden, he feels so sublime that he is about to activate the Mark Zero, and Mayu warns him from doing so. Mayu tries her level best to get MC back to his senses. She warns her to not activate Mark Zero as it is too soon. After much struggle, he finally comes back to his senses and thanks Mayu. Coco, on the other hand, is still threatening MC as he made Lulu cry. Brothers, take notes! The second test is cooking. Lulu hypes MC up, confident in his skills as Kronos' personal chef. It's a speed challenge with an Earth-style dish. While Coco scrambles, MC stays calm and wins, leaving Coco stunned. He humbly admits the food even surprised him. Next is the test of might, MC versus both Lulu and Coco. Coco claims they're Kronos-approved top fighters, but MC easily defeats them with a single strike of his hoe, leaving them in disbelief. Out of nowhere, Cornelia appears and says that she smelled the aroma of curry. She was served curry, but inquired about it being freshly made or not. Nonetheless, she eats her serving up. Coco and Lulu are scared of their lives, as they didn't expect MC and Cornelia to be acquainted. Cornelia comes to know about whatever happened between MC and Kronos' retainers and apologizes. She says that it is a mistake on her behalf that the barrier's expiration date wasn't renewed. She asks MC to forgive them at her request. However, when she comes to know about the fact that the retainers cook Earthling food, she decides to have them stay for a few days and make an apology banquet for everyone. MC is relieved to have another boy around and finally, after serving everyone, goes to his bed. Shockingly, Lulu is in her bed. She asks him to put her in her place, and in that case, she will finally call him strong. Bro thought he was getting rest, not side quests. He refuses, as she looks like a kid to him. Lulu reveals that she is 200 years old and changes her appearance a bit for him. Lulu tries to lure him by calling MC a loser, and he gives in, so he spends the time putting Lulu in her place. His Night Lord Mark Zero stayed activated until morning. He wakes up next to Lulu and gets to work. He is surprised to see that the girls are still partying and is worried to see all his profits being spent on drinks. He is tired, so he goes to bed. He is absolutely shocked to see Coco in his bed. MC explains to him that he supports LGBTQ people, but he is only into women. He has his priorities straight. Coco reveals that he was cursed. It originates from a young man who drowned in a cursed spring. Anyone who bathes in that water becomes a man. However, the only cure was to bathe in warm water, and he did so. He even goes to the extent of changing his appearance to a more youthful woman. Coco reprimands MC now, saying he even slept with his sister. MC gives in again and says that he would love nothing more. Lulu and Coco take a leave. Lulu kisses MC and wants to be called again. Certified Rizzler moment unlocked. MC was impressed that they completed their chores pretty well and would want to have them as guests again. Then AMC prepares soy sauce, and since he has discovered a sea nearby, his dream of making a sashimi platter will soon come to reality. Katya is done making a chicken coop. MC is impressed by it, and Arisa brings some chickens to keep in it. However, the main building is near to completion, but Katya is yet to decide on the interior. MC has noticed that she is confused about it and has tried asking the housemates. but they were of no help. So, he decides to give her a Kyoto Lulopo from the Abundance God. She is ecstatic as she gets many ideas and quickly finishes the job. MC offers her some egg and rice since she is tired. She is hesitant at first, but he explains that he added magic sauce for good taste. As she takes a bite, she is flabbergasted by the amazing taste. Maria joins too and loves it. From then onwards, everybody started making eggs or omelets for breakfast. Ever since the housemates started eating eggs, one group wants the omelet with sugar and one without. Moreover, they even fight over fried eggs, as one half of them want them salty while the other half likes soy sauce. MC thinks the only solution is to make both kinds to satisfy everyone, as he is embarrassed to confess that he personally likes it with ketchup. Man of culture right there! The Elf Queen returns with new elves, asking MC to take them in as farmer apprentices. Now there are 12 in total. MC recognizes some from their passionate past, but he's changed and finds them less tempting than the succubi. Still, he agrees to make space. Katya arrives with good news. Their house is complete. She gives them a tour, showing a party-ready living room for 30 people and a tatami-floored upstairs party room. MC is surprised to see a Japanese-style room. Maria says that she feels a solemn aura in this room. It's giving ancestral trauma mixed with Studio Ghibli aesthetics. Katya takes them to the third room for sitting and relaxing. She then shows MC the courtyard and says they will use it for outdoor parties as they drink way too much. She shows him the bathtub, which is huge because of how roughly it is used. MC is in awe of her and thinks of her as an angel. Next up, she takes him to the huge Japanese-style bedroom. His jaw drops, and he says that it looks like a vintage love hotel. Katya says that the book he gave her had rooms like these, and she wasn't lying. She then pulls out some questionable adult accessories. Katya says that she saw these in the catalog, and she brought these from the shrine since some construction money was left. Bro, I think I need some things from the catalog too. MC tells her that these are off limits and she should stay away from them. Mayu too tries to brush it off by saying it is just au massager, but ends up embarrassing herself. Katya fidgets and says that since she did so much hard work, she deserves some appreciation. MC pats her head and thanks her. The girls gather around and suggest using the huge new room to thank Katya solemnly. And so he spends the night repaying her labor with his own. Sonia enthusiastically interrupts the breakfast. She says that she used the massager and it's amazing. She thanks Katya for introducing it to her, leaving MC shocked. He inquires of Katya, but she says that Mayu told her that she used to have this in Japan. Mayu gets embarrassed and starts defending herself, saying that they only use it as a massager. Maria and Ouroboros insist on using the accessory too. In the night, for the first time ever, he was all by himself. He thinks that the massager has gotten all the girls busy and away from him. He is relieved that he will get enough sleep and the night to himself. However, a week passes and the girls haven't visited his room. MC starts doubting his worth as he gets replaced by a mere massager and gets sad. Imagine losing to a piece of plastic with 3 speed settings. All of a sudden, he hears a voice and gets scared. The voice says that it is the power he desires and that he surely shall have it. The voice speaking to him gets his Night Lord mark skill upgraded. A new skill awakens within him called Night Lord's Breathing. He gets weird sensations, and his powers tell him that he has acquired the technique of a man called Goldfinger. All of a sudden, Ouroboros and Sonia barge into his room and tell him how they got bored of the massager and miss him a lot. Guess their boredom isn't gonna last any longer. MC finds it the best chance to put the new technique to the test. Ouroboros gets rather scared of his desperation and asks Sonia for help. However, she says that they have been able to match up to his night skills until now, so it must be no big deal. MC shows no mercy and activates Night Lord's breathing skill and uses the technique Goldfinger Rising Squirt. Ouroboros and Sonia are blown apart by this new technique and struggle to walk down the stairs. Ouroboros tells the girls that the new technique used by MC is incredible. Ouroboros emphasizes his power with a shaky voice. The girls discuss how they can attack combined to withstand his power. They go up to MC and he orders them to take his name. They have never seen him like this before and crumble in front of him. Turn by turn, MC uses his Goldfinger technique on each of them, resulting in a waterfall. All the girls are truly blown apart and tell him that he is unrivaled. After so many nights, he finally got it out of his system. Cornelia appears, and MC gets cocky, asking her if she is here because she heard about his gold finger technique. She dismisses it and says that they need to leave as the doors have opened. MC is confused and asks for an explanation. Cornelia answers that they need to go to Japan, leaving him absolutely surprised. Plot twist so wild even Netflix would have asked for a second draft. The Sapporo skyline has opened and plays as a connection between the two worlds. Every 10 years, it opens from Cornelia's house to Japan and converges in a restaurant where Cornelia used to work. All the girls are intrigued and shocked to see such an advanced civilization. MC wished to bring Ouroboros, but she is keeping the house for now. Mula asks Cornelia the reason for her bringing them here. Cornelia explains that since Mayu is just a student, she needs to be returned home to continue her life. Mayu doesn't want to leave but realizes that it seems fit for her to return back. As for MC, Cornelia asks him to decide for himself if he wants to return as an adult. Dumb question, because what man would leave such a sturdy lifestyle? In the meantime, Cornelia takes them all to a building where she is served Gyoruko tea by some men. Everybody around bows down to her. MC asks her for an explanation of them coming here. She says that this is the ideal place to convert their gold to Japanese yen. MC agrees, but wonders what she needs yen for. Cornelia says that a risk-free asset is necessary in times of crises. She says that there is a currency deflation as gold coins are going short. She mentions that in one region, a large number of coins vanished suddenly. This means that the value of gold coins has increased significantly. MC is impressed by the economic knowledge and thinks she will be seen as a sage in the other world. However, he suddenly gets a hunch about a situation and thinks that this problem must have arisen because of an abundance of God. MC tells Cornelia that exchanging gold coins for yen in times of deflation will worsen matters. But being a demon lord, she doesn't accept that she's wrong. Stubborn much? They're handed 10 million yen, stunned by the cash. Cornelia offers MC some to cover their stay until the gate reopens in 3 weeks, but he declines, saying he has savings. She heads to Tokyo, and MC plans to join her in 10 days after a Hokkaido tour with the girls. At the bank, MC learns his account is frozen due to inheritance issues and inactivity. He panics as he's now stuck with only 150,000 yen. MC and Mayu combined cost just about 5,000 yen, which is not enough to survive 3 weeks in Japan or even for flying from Tokyo to Cornelia. MC knows that they need ways to make money. He ends up at Sapporo Square Racetrack, and he isn't confident about it. Arias explains to him that Palm Top Rabbit's instinct is second to none. They were even banned for betting in some kingdoms because of how accurate they were. MC is shocked to see how she actually got all of it right, that they were at 20,000 yen at 5-2 odds. He feels dumb to work so much if money can be earned easily. Bro realized this rabbit had better financial literacy than him. They get to a restaurant to eat and get a seafood boil. MC has never had sashimi style like this before, and Arisa finds the pork to be amazing. Mayu says that yakisoba gives her a nostalgic feeling. Now they have stashed up to 200,000 yen more, and MC is glad that he didn't have to go to Cornelia for money after he refused, as this would hit his pride. Even though he never thought Sonia would be a breadwinner, he isn't complaining. The CEOs of Sakagami Cozy Industries and Loki Joto, Akira Sakagami and Murasato respectively, appear at the restaurant. Murasato is looking down upon the people who come to eat at such bad places. Sakagami agrees, but says that it is important to get in sometimes, as they do business with commoners. MC immediately recognizes Sakagami as his boss, since he used to work at his company. He remembers how Sakagami told him that he remembers his employees always. As they sit beside each other's table, he overhears Murasato and Sakagami talking about how Sakagami does not care anything about his employees, and they are just his pawns. MC thinks about how low and selfish they are. "Welcome to the world, lad!" Murasato casually mentions his interest in a blue-haired high schooler, unsettling even Sakagami, who warns him how problematic that sounds. But their twisted conversation quickly shifts to a more horrifying topic. They brag about abducting nearly 100,000 commoners and selling them to an elite-run secret organization. Despite the darkness, they both place confident bets on horse number 7. The race begins. Sonia's predictions have an 80% success rate, but Maria, ever the wild card, bets their entire 500 Yizen yen on Lusty Pink, horse number 3. MC is visibly stressed. Meanwhile, Sakagami and Murasato smirk as they've not only bet 100 million yen on number 7, but also drugged the other horses to guarantee its win. As expected, number 3 begins to lag, and number 7 surges ahead, leaving MC and Maria deeply concerned. Maria uses her muscle maxer skills to make number 3 faster. Within time, Lusty Pink is ahead of about 10 horses in the game. The horse moves forward, but number 7 is no match. As a result, number 3 wins, and number 7 comes second. Maria is extremely happy that MC says that he will let her bluff slide just this one time. On the other hand, Murasato and Sakagami can't comprehend this loss. They think maybe the organization must be infallible. However, Murasato thinks there is no point in crying about what happened. He says he needs to take his frustration out on the blue-haired girl and the high schooler hunting at Mayu and Katya. MC is relieved that they have travel and lodging expenses now. He pats Sonia's and Maria's heads, as it wouldn't have been possible without them. However, they want something more than just head pats. MC understands, but explains that some things cannot be done publicly in Japan as they are deemed obscene. Maria says that she can solve the problem, and with her powers, she makes a box-like barrier. Whoever is within that box can't be seen or heard by the outside world. MC says that he would love nothing more, and they spend the time searching each other's souls outdoors. Nems gives all the girls makeovers to help them blend into modern Japanese society. They fly to Tokyo, and the girls are stunned by the plane, especially Cornelia, who shows up in a maid outfit, claiming it's from her old job at an eatery. When they switch to trains, the girls panic, thinking it's a snake swallowing people. MC reassures them and explains it's just technology, not magic. Maria is convinced it's powered by dragon spells, and the others are equally baffled, though MC remembers feeling just as lost when he first saw a train. Bro thinks all humans will relate. In Tokyo, the crowd overwhelms them. Cornelia says her maid outfit will be seen as cosplay, but MC calls her an attention seeker right before photographers swarm them. Cornelia and Katya start posing, drawing a huge crowd. Next thing you know, she's starting an OnlyFans for magical girls. Maria, feeling left out, wonders if she's just not attractive. Cornelia reminds her she's a succubus and urges her to embrace it. Maria reveals her wings, drawing wild attention until security detains her for indecency. Despite the chaos, they enjoy sightseeing and food. Later, Sonia, Maria, and Katya head to the grocery store for cocktails. But just as Mayu and Katya reach the cashier, a power outage hits. When the lights return, they're gone. They really went kaboom! Meanwhile, Sakagami and Murasato exploit girls sold by families in debt. Murasato sneers that such low leaves exist to serve the elite. Moments later, Mayu and Katya are brought half-naked. Mayu protests that what they're doing is illegal, but Sakagami dismisses her, claiming the organization is backed by global elites, and even the Prime Minister can't interfere. Mayu considers using magic but refrains, knowing Katya isn't a fighter and the others could be put at risk. Murasato touches Katya inappropriately, while Sakagami moves toward Mayu, speaking to her suggestively. MC suddenly arrives and knocks both men to the ground. He's unlocked a new high-altitude fruit-picking skill and tells Maria to place plant transmitters on everyone as a precaution. Mayu and Katya hug him. He introduces himself as a farmer who used to work for Sakagami. When Murasato orders them to be fired, the group forms a shield to protect themselves. Cornelia appears shortly after and uses magic to stop them, while Maria tells Sonia not to kill anyone. I doubt Sonia is going to listen, to be honest. Cornelia makes a call and applies political pressure, saying she'll escalate the matter internationally. She later reveals she was on the phone with the Japanese Prime Minister. Soon after, a public announcement is made about dissolving the underground organization. Murasato and Sakagami dismiss the news as fake, but even their security personnel abandon them. MC suggests turning them over to the police. As Sakagami tries to break free, he accidentally crushes a carrot. Uh-oh, yeah, he's gonna die now! Sonia takes charge and orders the Palm Top Rabbits to eliminate both men. As the portal opens, Mayu breaks down, knowing she'll be left behind. MC explains that, as an adult, he can go but she's still a student, and bringing her would be considered abduction. As if everything else they do is legal. After returning, MC is visibly upset. The girls give him space. When he enters his room, he finds Mayu waiting. She tells him the god of abundance appeared after they left and granted her a travel pass to freely move between both worlds. She confesses her love. Though MC hesitates, citing her age, Mayu reveals she's actually over 20. She's fighting for her life to convince him, man. After some insistence, he accepts her feelings, and they spend the night together, deepening their bond with the help of adult accessories. A welcome party is thrown for Mayu's return. MC asks her to handle the accounts efficiently, and she happily agrees. Ouroboros suggests buying some wine, but it's 115 yen, too pricey for MC. Just then, Cornelia shows up with the same expensive wine, claiming she bought it from Japan. She also reveals she bought more mini trucks with a loan, and MC's just relieved that her transport issues are finally sorted. Man always thinks about his own benefits. To keep Maria's speed addiction in check, he buys a racing game. But with only one console, chaos breaks out. To settle it, MC assigns everyone 1-hour slots and sets up a water balloon pool to keep the rest entertained in the meantime. And also to keep himself entertained, if you know what I mean. Later, MC hears a noise at the farm. Turns out, Lulu and Coco stopped by for a visit, but they're not alone. A young bird-like girl lies unconscious nearby. When she wakes, she calls him Papa. Ouroboros identifies her as a harpy, a half-human, half-bird who sees the first person after memory loss as their parent. MC finds her adorable, even if he's a little salty about being called Dad. Yeah, I think he should be arrested. At the Harpy village, the chief tearfully welcomes Minerva. She explains that humans recently attacked, killed their men, and sold their children to nobles. Minerva's mother was jailed while helping her escape. Cornelia hesitates, saying the attackers live in human territory, making retaliation tricky. MC calls her a coward, so she summons Kronos to handle it. When Kronos arrives, MC is shocked at how attractive she is, but they bond quickly over corn puffs. She even suggests making corn puff curry to strengthen their friendship. Kronos orders an attack on the humans responsible and tells Ouroboros to split the loot 50-50 with Cornelia. Meanwhile, MC finds himself feeling out of place again. Bro is literally from another world. Of course, he should feel out of place.